Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Live here, and welcome back to the top 10 coasters of the month. This is the month of September. October votes should now be live on the channel. If you go check out the community posts, October should be a very interesting month. We just got through all the coasters, so you can now vote on them. There's a nice mix between spooky and some pretty crazy creations from the first half of the month. So I'm really interested to see the results in that. So be sure to go over to the community tabs and vote on your favorite coasters of October. But for now, let's check out the top 10 coasters of September. Number 10, Turbo Baby Delivery, created by Sublimes, and he says, making babies is simple. You grab 2 arms, 2 legs, a torso, and a head, and voila, a baby. The real question is, how are babies transported? Introducing Turbo Baby Delivery, the fastest way to get your baby from the factory to your doorstep. Using the state-of-art Stork's capability of reaching speeds of 120 kilometers per hour, we guarantee your baby will reach the doorstep in a record-breaking time. The ride stated... I can't read anymore. The ride started as a bit of a joke. After you asked for an exciting Pioneer coaster, I built the Cloud Runner and replaced the trains. I would have left it there, but I decided it needed a bit of theming, and this is the result. The coaster is not very realistic, but the stats are all green. Regards, Sublimes. Number 9, Cupcake Countess coaster, created by Synchros for our very special project, Candyland. Yeah.
I didn't put any music on it.
I was just gonna say, yeah, we do need to figure out a song. Maybe I'll do it in post, in the video process. I might be able to find something a little bit more suiting than Planet Coaster.
I like that.
Yeah.
Me too. I like that a lot.
The control on the track and the flipping is quite amazing, Synchros.
I really love it when the track's at a 90-degree angle.
It does all sorts of things. It's really cool. Like now, yeah, 45.
Yeah, I like how you've gone with the movement of the of the swing and then turned it into the.
It's wonderful.
This looks like you're going through an icing tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of good flips.
Oh,
right into
nice.
a boost.
Yeah, that's really nice. Very smooth.
You can really tell he got in touch with his inner countess.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And across the cake.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Swing around the side.
Whoa.
I love this part. Yeah.
You get a nice view there. Imagine when the park's complete. It's going to look beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
And then when Gulpy Island's complete, we got to come back and ride this.
Oh, you're going to see the go-kart so well from here.
I love this. This is my favorite spot. Whee!
This is, yeah, it's kind of like catching a lift up a ski slope.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's awesome.
It'll have a great view of everything in front.
Yeah, even Candy Cove when that's eventually done.
Mm-hmm.
You made this coaster go around pretty well, man.
Yeah, we asked him to look at what Coaster CAD did for the Caterpillar and try to like increase the duration, the length, and he did it about 50%. So it's about 50% longer than our main attraction in Fairground Farms.
Like 3,000 meters or something like that.
Yeah, and a few minutes. So.
Yeah.
This coaster looks like it's made in such a way that it gives you excitement from the feel of the ride, but it gives you a great view of the park. And that's the view of the park is something that really that's the tricky part of building a coaster.
Mm-hmm. It's an important part, in my opinion.
It is.
I mean, like if it's a coaster spotlight, you can't really predict that stuff. But for a park coaster, exploration coaster, that's one of the things I always look for is the vistas. And you definitely nailed that here. And
It's a really smooth ride.
It is.
Oh, that was a nice switch
Yeah,
there.
and we're spinning around a flat ride right now.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, I see the cake.
I love this little hidden area back here that Champ made.
I noticed we caught some airtime coming through that tunnel too.
It's quite a cool finish here. Flip
Yeah, I like
it over.
the way you
Yeah.
took it.
Number 8. The Great Pyramid, created by Combat Wombat, and he says, here's a dive coaster blueprint I made. It's themed around a human sacrifice, Aztec style. Unfortunately, I couldn't work out how to include the whole ripping out your still beating heart and setting it apart on fire. So instead, you just get dropped into a giant pit of lava. Fun for the whole family. Hope you like it. Have a great day. Well then. Number 7. A Water Witch, created by Dwarren Ice, and he says, hi Johnny, this is my newest ride that I made and added to the workshop just last week. I haven't had a proper POV since Tower of Babel, so I thought it was about time to do something. The ride is based on a self-made story in which the nearby villagers are living in doubt. They've had some weird activities coming from the Water Witch residents, however, she never did anything to harm them. After years and years of doubt, the villagers finally decided to put together an expedition group to enter the Water Witch residence and found out what she's up to. Join the expedition and discover the true nature of the Water Witch. Since this is a dark ride, I recommend you riding at night. Seat choice is up to you since both left and right feature different experiences. As a side note, I love your videos and I hope you keep doing what you're doing. Kind regards, Dwarren Ice. Number 6, Tsunami, created by Xanatu Belmont, and he says, summer is almost over and it's time for the last minute tropical getaway. Let's make some waves, but be very wary of sea predators. You can choose which ride cam you want, Johnny. Good to go both day and night. Surfs up. Number 5, Shipwreck Coaster, created by Tommy T, and he says, yar mateys, a few ships have become shipwrecked, and what a better way to show them than to build a coaster around them. My new 4K blueprint is pretty big, but that's how I do things. Thanks, Johnny, and enjoy the ride. Number 4, Widgigo, created by Dr. Fugo and Taco King, and they say, this was all written out by Dr. Fugo, minus a couple changes, so give all the love to Dr. Fugo for his amazing word skills. When the construction workers started on the park, they all got creepy vibes from the dark, swampy area filled with vines. Eventually, one worker's curiosity got the better of him. Pushing through the undergrowth, he discovered a nest of strange creatures. Unfortunately, we only know of his discovery because his camera was found next to his half-eaten corpse. Luckily for the park, it turned out if you throw a dead cow in once in a while, the creatures mostly leave people alone. So park management decided to capitalize on the rare creatures and build the most badass kiddie coaster of all time in the area. Turns out though, when you build a coaster through a nest, the mummy turns So it turns out the Wendigo is actually a roughly human-shaped spirit associated with murder, insatiable greed, and cannibalism. Why Frontier decided to name a kiddie coaster after it, I have no idea. But when we're putting this together, we had to pay tribute to it. A fast, twisty Wendigo kiddie coaster with multiple inversions through a vine-filled swamp with a train capacity of 32 guests and 2 trains. This will make you lots of money. Coaster by Fugo, Widgigos created by Taco, and other scenery done by both. Number 3. Sugar and Spice, created by Zafor for our very special Candyland project.
I thought it was, it was a pretty smart move on his behalf.
I like that.
Did he add music to this ride or no?
No. I'll have to find some songs.
Well, everybody's so nervous nowadays after that guy with the copyright stuff, and I think everybody's scared to add music.
I think it's okay now.
Is that sorted? Is it?
Yeah, but nobody wants to make life hard on you.
No. Well, yes, they do. That's life.
Okay, well, the creators have been working with you so far. Haven't to.
Oh, nice shot of the Countess there.
Yeah.
And a nice little head chopping type moment too. But you can tell he really rides his rides when he's theming them. How he like put the stalagmites in at just the right point where you'd see them as you turned around. I really like that about a creator when they ride their ride as they decorate.
Well, he did a good job with the theming. That's something I kind of asked him to do. With Synchros, I told him to lay low on the theming because the theming is the park. We will be decorating around his coaster.
Exterior coaster.
Exactly. Yeah. So we really wanted him to get the feel, the layout, and the exploration factor down. He took a page out of his
Nice
Glacier,
one.
Glacier Valley twist here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the ice rink.
Yeah.
Feel of
wonderful.
this, that's great.
But yeah, the Synchro Sheer Coaster's perfect for giving so many views of the park. It's going to be amazing when we get the park finished and have to use the cheat engine to film it. But it's going to be incredible. The
5
vista
FPS.
we're gonna see from it. Yeah.
There you go. That's Safe Force Coaster. What'd you guys think?
Brilliant, love it.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Number 2. Donkey Kong Off the Rails, created by Chant and Pretzel. And they say, "Hey Mr. J, this is a collaboration between myself and Pretzel, the idea of which was inspired by Kevin. The entire creation was inspired and built around the track, which you see does some special things. To best show this feature off, we chose Donkey Kong as the theme, thinking that from the side of the mountain this would look like a side-scroller game. With only 4K pieces used, and after placing a ton of rocks, we're proud to present this Donkey Kong Off the Rails adventure. We hope you like it. Don't forget the custom audio. P.S. You can ride at day or night. The sequencer only changes the time of day for 2 short sections of the ride." Number 1. Volt, created by Dravarol. And he says, "Hi Johnny, Volt is a double launch coaster inspired by Helix at Leisberg and the Mack launch coasters in general. I started this coaster in May 2017 after my first visit at Leisberg and finished it earlier this year after a few hundred hours and 35,000 pieces later. Like Helix, Volt doesn't really have an immersive theming. Nevertheless, the combination of modern/geometric architecture style of a very large station building with the custom electronic soundtrack which I made should create a unique atmosphere. At least that's the idea. Also, realism wasn't really important to me after this project, as was cleanliness of the build, by which I mean that I did not accept any flickering texture or sticking out objects. Please download the music and billboards because they're really important for the coaster, and please walk along the queue line because I think I was able to create one of the best realistic ones out there." Wow, wow, wow. Absolutely amazing work, Dravarol, sneaking into first place with this awesome creation. I was ecstatic the whole way through that video. Absolutely love this coaster. It was so intense. I love the modern art on this one. All the attention to detail that you put into the boarding station. Definitely worthy of a park file. You utilize that terrain and that park count. This is exactly what I like to see. While it's not a complete exploration coaster, it definitely utilizes that park space, and I love it. You don't need to use the entire map for an exploration coaster like this. This was quite a fun creation. I truly did love this one, and it's definitely a fan favorite, as you can see from the votes here, as well as the views on the video. Definitely kicked butt on this one this month. Draveroll, congratulations on first place of the top 10 coasters of September. You certainly deserved it. Boom, and there you guys go. That's going to do it for this month's top 10 coasters. Be sure to go check out the community tabs and vote on your favorite coasters of October. The more votes we get, the more defined list we get for the top 10, and it's going to be a very interesting month. So I look forward to seeing those votes. Stay tuned for that, everybody, and thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.